Good morning and welcome back to Middle Age Moto. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about and kind of give some of you folks a heads up if you're contemplating going to a Street Fighter. What I pay in insurance. Now granted, this is based on my age, 52 years old. I have a clean driving record and I'm in central Alabama. So you know, you got to take that into consideration, different countries, different things, but I think what I'm about to tell you will kind of, you know, give you a little bit of an idea. Also, I've been with the same insurance company for about 30 years, so you know, I'm not sure if that really gets you anything, but you know, I've been with them forever. When I insured my Monster 1200S, it was about $42 a month, and I'll put up on the screen what that equates to so you guys don't have to do the math to a year. And I thought that was very, very reasonable. It was full coverage, a $500 deductible, so you know, other than 500 bucks, everything was covered on the bike. And the thing about the Monster was that it was a cruiser or cafe bike is what they listed it as. So it definitely put it in a different bracket, you know, which I'm not really sure how that happened, but I mean, it was still just shy of 150 horsepower and torquey as hell. The thing was a beast. So I didn't even think about it when I was buying this bike, and I got full coverage on this bike also. I always carry full coverage, $500 deductible. And when I had purchased this bike, and then I needed to, or I committed to it, put a deposit on it, and then I went to get insurance, and my insurance doubled. So my insurance is now $82, so it's actually $84, so it's a little more than double, $84 a month. So just keep that in mind if you are going to be looking into a Street Fighter, especially someone that's younger. You know, I get the old man's discount and longevity discount if that even exists, and clean driver. So if you got some tickets on your license, or you know, you're in your 20s or even younger, you might want to calculate that in. I know when I was in my 20s, and I'm not passing judgment on anyone, but I'm just speaking about me, I had to finance every one of my bikes. You know, I could not just pay cash for anything. So it was definitely, you know, required by the finance companies to have full coverage. I've always ran full coverage, whether I own the bike, finance the bike, or what have you. It's a big investment, you know, over $20,000. So, you know, the taxes and fees, I'm like 23 grand. So it's definitely, you know, a big investment that I want covered. I'm pretty cautious, but we all know that rides, you never know. So check it out before you, you know, a lot of people will calculate that payment out. You know, I can afford that monthly payment. And then you're not calculating the cost of insurance. And then I also want to talk about a little bit about, you know, running costs. This thing drinks gas, like I said in my last video. It runs on super, so you're paying for premium gas. And to be honest with you, I'm not even sure if super is required, but I always run super in my motorcycles. I believe it is, but you know, you're gonna have to research that on your own. But you know, the services on this bike are a little bit costly, and they kind of get you because the service light is set by the dealer, and there's no, you need a tool to shut that off. So when the light comes on, like the 600-mile service on this bike at my dealer is going to be in the neighborhood of 450 bucks. And you know, that's a lot for an oil change and a check over. And then each annual service on my Monster, I don't know what the annuals are going to be on this, but the annuals on my Monster were $450 an annual. So that's every, you know, of course, annual. I'm being a little stupid here, but you know, yearly I go in, whether you hit the miles or not, that are required. And the Desmo service is in the thousands. That's the valve adjustments and shims and all that kind of stuff when they do the Desmo service on the bike. So keep that in mind also. Another thing is, you know, the bike's still very, very new, but I'm going to assume that these tires, the rear tire especially, will probably last like it did on my Monster. Once I get this thing opened up, the amount of torque going to the ground and just the way I get on it on occasion here, and just normal wear and tear, and then my weight. My rear tire on my Monster lasted about 2,000 miles, so I'm expecting about the same here. And remember, with this bike, I believe you can go down to a 55, but the rear tire is a 260/17 on this bike, and it's very limited to the manufacturers. In fact, I believe that Pirelli's the only one that makes a tire, but I could be mistaken. I did a quick look, but I really didn't go into depth. There's a calibration thing on the dash so you can't go down, but this isn't a tire video, so I'm going to segue back. But just keep it in mind, there's some running costs with this bike. It's not just the payment. You got to keep that in mind. And I've also heard that because of the pandemic and because of different manufacturers with chip shortages and different stuff like that, and Italy's been getting drilled with the pandemic, that it's tough to get, like, I think the new Monster has been delayed coming to the States, and like I said in another video, my dealer said that he's super limited. He hasn't even gotten a Multistrada V4 in yet. He's got like 3 or 4 pre-sold. So, you know, keep in mind they're a little harder to get. What that usually does is make the dealers not budge on price, and basically you're paying sticker or over if you want the bike that they have. All right, with that said, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my ride. I just wanted to jump on here and just kind of touch base on the insurance aspect of this bike. In my eyes, it's really still not that bad, but, you know, it did double in price. So thank you so much. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you to my original subscribers that are always commenting. You know who you are. I appreciate you, and you need to get your butt making videos. And I will talk to you real soon.